Modus Associates is a New York-based digital innovation consultancy to help brands and startups lead and profit in the digital age. And they created for Cleveland Clinic a strategy for consolidating and improving the multiple intranet sites at the Cleveland Clinic. There were 6 and numerous internet sites that had been developed incrementally without coordination, and the goal of this project was to devise a strategy for consolidating the intranets in a single, easy-to-use resource that would drive organizational success.
As everyone in this room knows, great work requires a visionary and supportive client, great clients, and we have that in spades at Cleveland Clinic. There's a reason that they're consistently ranked among the top medical institutions in the world. It's a phenomenal client. And they had no sacred cows, and they allowed us to be successful, so we were excited about it. How many folks in this room have worked on an employee internet project? I'm just curious. Probably a lot of us have. Yeah. So this is going to be a very familiar story to you. Once upon a time, I'll start there. Cleveland Clinic created a very modest employee internet site a number of years ago. And then it continued to grow year after year, adding a little bit of feature here, some content there, until one day, a few years later, they realized that they had dozens, literally dozens of intranets, each with different content, designs, and navigation schemes. And this just gives you some small idea of what they had. So imagine in a very high-urgency hospital environment, having to find an important piece of regulation, for example, or important patient information, and not knowing which of dozens of intranets you can find that. This is the situation they found themselves in. So this was not only mission critical, this was life critical. And that's when they finally decided to reach out and get some help. So keeping this short, all we really did in this project was apply the basic blocking and tackling of UX. Combined, of course, with an understanding of the Cleveland Clinic's business goals and their culture. We transformed dozens of confusing internet sites into one simple resource with a single brand, single navigation scheme, single login, and a single search. When you think about it, what's so exciting about that? But that's what's so great about what we do. It's these simple improvements that organizations can't seem to do without us that can transform a global organization. We made it more personal and more local. We made it more relevant. We put people at the center of the experience instead of technology. We made it more usable. We brought culture to the forefront and thereby made it more inspiring. Cleveland Clinic had some amazing cultural programs. Most of them were on paper in a drawer somewhere. So through this internet, we were able to bring them out and make them alive again on an ongoing basis. We made it more social, of course. And in this day and age, of course, we had to make it mobile, which is very important because in many environments, mobile saves time. In a hospital environment, mobile actually saves lives. Chloe mentioned that a good user experience should make hearts beat. In this case, a good user experience is literally going to make hearts beat. So this simple little UX tune-up, as I mentioned, not only made a dying investment valuable again, it opened up entirely new possibilities for the Cleveland Clinic. And that's what's so exciting about what all of us in this room do. And that's why we should have nights like this more often. So thanks, everybody.